Welcome back, C2004A here, back again with some knife therapy. And today I got a budget blade that I was pretty excited about, and this is the Civiv Mini Bullmastiff. It's model number C2004A, and this knife came in at $50 at, I think I bought it at Knife Center, and it's in that, with that mini size, it's in that sweet spot for me. So let's get some specs out of the way. You have a total length of 7.125 inches. You have a blade length of 3 inches, so it's going to be legal in a lot of areas. You have a handle area length of 4.25 inches. Thickness in the scales of from here to here of 0.15 inches. You have a handle width of 0.12 inches. You have a blade stock thickness of 0.16, and even though you have this thick blade stock, they have a high flat grind on here, and it pretty much gets down to 13 thousandths, almost the entire length of the blade. It's about 14 right up in here, and that's sharpened at 15 degrees per side. So this thing's been an awesome slicer, just like pretty much all the new Civivs have been lately. Let's get a close look at this. You have this butcher style blade, cleaver style blade, whatever you want to call it. It's got a nice stone wash finish on it, dual fullers going through, and you can see the thinness right here. If you look down the blade right here, nice and thin. You have a nice point for piercing, like if you're piercing it into a box or something. Great for that, because you can put your finger right here and drag cut it, or lay your thumb up here. Excellent. And you do have a forward finger choil that does fit my hand. You just have to be a little careful. It's right at the edge of that knife. And you could also do some pinch cuts with that fuller as well. Being that you have this massive blade and the thickness, you get a great flipping action with it, because the forward end of the weight of the blade slings it open pretty nice. You don't have any jimping up there, but I don't see any need for it. You got a nice flat spot to put your thumb, and like I said, you can choke up nice and comfortable. Blade steel on this one is 9CR18 MOV, and it's a decent steel. It's a little bit better than 440B. I find it a little like 440C, what you see nowadays. Let's close it up. You have a flipper tab for deployment that has some very grippy jimping on it. You can light switch it, and if you want, you can push button it. I find they both work just the same. It's riding on ceramic bearings. You can also use the fuller to spotty flick it if you want, or to roll it open. And let's see, you might be able to, whoop. If you get it just right, you might be able to flip it out with your thumb, but I'm not coordinated enough, but I can easily do it with my middle finger. Just close it up. You have the Civiv pivot with the C on it. You have Torx T8 on the body screws, lanyard hole in the back. You have this variation is a green G10 with the nice chamfer going around the entire length of the scale, so it's nice and comfortable on hand. It also comes in black and I think blue. Blade centering is dead on perfect. You got tip up, left or right hand carry, deep carry, and your clip screws are countersunk. Let's see what this is going to look like in the pocket. Now, it is going to be a pocket hog for how wide this knife is, but at least this is sitting up against the side of your pocket. Goes in nicely and completely disappears in the pocket. But you're going to have that much of the pocket taken up by the knife. Good retention in and out of the pocket as well. Blade to handle ratios, pretty much 1-to-1. It's right there at the end. You don't have to worry about catching it. You do have a, I think, let's see, hold on, let me look at it off camera. That looks like a G10 backspacer. I could be wrong, could be plastic, but it doesn't really bother me. You got stainless liners. The lockup's about 40%. Easy access to the lock bar because it sits proud of the show side scale. Action's good, detent's nice, keeps it in there pretty darn good. Nice positive click there. Tip up, left or right hand if I didn't say that already. Stainless liners. The liners are skeletonized, so to keep down on the weight. 3.51 ounces. That's awesome, especially for how beefy this blade is. Let's get some size comparisons out of the way. Here it is with your Ontario Rat Model 2, the smaller version. They're pretty much the same size. You might have a little bit more length in the Mini Bullmastiff and the SOG Terminus XR. These two are probably closer in length. So there you go. Those are good size comparisons right there. Two more. You have a CRKT Thero, another great size comparison as far as length goes. And another Civiv brethren, the Civiv Hooligan. Pretty good size comparison. The Hooligan's a little bit smaller. So overall, I absolutely love this knife. I bought it. I'm not the biggest cleaver fan, but I bought it thinking that if I didn't like that cleaver shape, I got a lot of blade to modify this, and I still might eventually down the road. I tend to modify a lot of my production, a lot of my cheaper knives first, just so I can practice. So overall, I think it's a great buy, 50 bucks. And I got two really small nitpicks. I don't know, I know a lot of people do, but I don't personally love this pocket clip. It goes in and out decent depending on how thick the shorts are or pants, and I just don't like the way it looks, but I can live with it for 50 bucks. And one more last thing, I don't hate the 9CR, but I would have much rather see a Sandvik steel, especially I would love to see the Sandvik 14 C28N with a good heat treat on it. That'd be amazing. You know, it's nice to have a stainless steel in some of these since they use a lot of D2 nowadays, but I'd like to see them step up that to about 14 C28N, probably be around the same price. So let's keep our fingers crossed. All right, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button. You don't miss any content. And y'all stay tuned. I have another Civiv on the way if I haven't already posted it. Alrighty, hope everybody's having an absolutely wonderful day. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.